Elevate yourself and your community as an affiliate of the Japan Exchange. The one thing you can do right now is to cut out the middleman controlling you. My decentralized community is our own world with abundance we can invite others into. The Japan Exchange is an English speakers tapped into the America-Japan relationship to get access to Japanese companies. You'll enjoy this because you're attracting your tribe from the billions of people online. So why Japan? Japan is the land of companies. And I'm set up in the manufacturing base of Japan, and I can introduce you. I live in rural Japan, and I'm the only American. So I have this monopoly out here. I'm the only one. And people see me as an English teacher, and I can connect you. We connect to these global industries: manufacturing, technology, high precision engineering, English speaking, recruiting, introducing, networking, and matchmaking, travel and tourism, both physical and virtual, business consulting, events and food, online business, affiliate marketing and network marketing, and YouTube education. This is a new type of school where we focus on social entrepreneurship outside the classroom. Online is the new way. Brick and mortar is replaced with click and order. But money is not the first step. The first step is us to communicate and collaborate based on mutual passion. We focus on people and we speak to people about their passions, and it's therapeutic. We meet people outside the classroom. People from universities and companies will be our customers because they need us, and we engineer apprenticeships and internships. Learn about Japanese people's lives. We get to experience their work situations, these apprenticeships. And you're cutting out the middleman. We just need to accurately describe people through keywords to attract the opportunity they need for online search. You're focusing on people's passions, and people get to choose what they want to discuss. Now, I'm in Japan as the greatest English teacher, but that's because I can collaborate with people in their real situations and then introduce people like you. As peers in a decentralized peer-to-peer exchange, we collaborate as equals in a way that's win-win. Our digital network is a decentralized digital community with an ability to monetize the information we gather from our conversations. The best way to do things is to focus on someone's individuality instead of conformity. So if somebody is a student, working, using digital tools like their phone, passionate, social, trying to develop their brand, able to resonate with being an ambassador, these are all people that we can connect with. And if you are someone who wants to improve your situation and travel the world, then I'm the right person for you. Or if you are already in business and you want to lower your costs and improve your marketing, then I implore you to find out what I'm inviting you into. Are you someone who these days is pessimistic and just feels like we're less free? This is how to be optimistic and get your freedom back. If you've tried online business, learning a foreign language, networking, crypto, getting rich, getting married, traveling the world, or doing everything by yourself, then we really need to collaborate. Are you someone who's looking for a simple yet effective solution? Trust me, this will be the simplest and most effective solution. So here's a success story, okay? I got this friend named Enrique. We met online, we got on a Zoom call, and I'm in Japan, and he ended up coming to visit me, okay? He had never traveled, and he thought life was passing him by. When he came out here, though, I organized host families so that he got a real culture experience, took him to the Toyota Museum because he was connected to the auto industry. So we got him something so he could experience that. And then he went on to go to Silicon Valley, and now he's doing really well. So the thing is that we engineered like real world results to take his life in like a accelerated path of what he already wanted. So, my promise as you're hearing this is that, as you are with everything you have, you have everything you need right now to be successful with me, because we're focusing on the information you have. And it's useful to the right people who are using keywords that match with you, and we're good at that. So you don't have to speak Japanese or do anything you don't want to do, but I created a way to take who you are right now and maximize you 12x, okay? 12 different industries that we're going to introduce you to. So this webinar is designed to get you on a call with me. It feels amazing to use your personal brand and to engineer multiple revenue streams, which is what we're going to do. And it's a lie that business and personal are separate. We're just establishing a new kind of business and a new kind of personal, because we're connecting with people who, like you, are now going to live through making their personal brands and react to the information that we're generating from this process, okay? Now, why everything you tried up to this point makes it worse is that you're dealing with people you already know instead of people you never met that I can introduce you to, because the people we deal with, right, they're the ones that reflect back to us our identity. So it's trying to make a clean break and just establish your personal brand, so we do a new thing. Now, I'm from New York, and being from New York, right, I value an international population, and, diversity is strength. And we also use acting and theater to make life fun. And we can influence through the United Nations and these SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And we are ambassadors to attract people through the world through our alliance with New York, India, and Japan. And so we're going to attract a lot of people who are trying to create their global network. And you'll see, right? We can connect to the world without having to travel the world, because our network is filled with people from the world, and we can see the world through their virtual tours. We can feel rich without having to be rich, because our network is filled with people who have access to things and they can share it with us. We are ambassadors with our own unique meaning, because we are the leaders of our decentralized network as peers. So we're the source of real education, because everybody, as they are, right, they have something to teach. But we're enforcing what we already know by teaching it to others. And that's what we're doing. So here, I want you to meet this Japanese guy now. His name's Toru-san. And I met him when I stayed at his house as an exchange student in Tokyo. He was very shy. He never traveled. And his mom was worried that he would never, get married. And he came to America to visit me. And I showed him around New York for an American experience using English. And now he's married and worldly because he explored the world. Now, the reason I could help him was because I'm a native of New York, and he needed my acquired experience to enjoy himself. And this is for you, and how you're going to be helping someone is because the experience you've gathered up till now is going to help people who just don't have your experience. Now, there's two ways we can go. We can go the hard way by you doing it yourself, or the easy way through my exchange. Now, the hard way, you can travel to Japan, getting jobs, meeting people, to create a network and have experiences by yourself. Or the easy way is just to use my experience from the jobs I had and the network I created. Now, my first trip to Japan, when I first came, right, it felt just like a different world. I was illiterate. Everything was opposite. I had to depend on others, and I had to learn everything over again, right, to earn my independence. But why you can't do it yourself is, right, the truth is in Japan, right, everyone's dependent on a group, and you just coming here by yourself, right, it's like, but I become this group for you now, and you need people to set things up for you, and that's what I'm here to do. So the challenge is that Japanese people are just really busy, and they don't speak English. But to make Japan an asset for you, I'm going to take care of these things for you. And the common advice for people dealing with Japan is, right, go and be an English teacher, be an exchange student, or be a consultant. But you don't have to do those things with me, because I'm sharing the experience of these things that I did with you. And why that won't work, right? English teachers, right, they're following someone else's orders. Exchange students can't work, and consultants need introductions and training. But again, these are all things that I have taken care of. They work for me, and now they can work for you. So I developed the easy way. You could skip 20 years of what I went through, and you can get training, but just by which I'll provide, and just plug in your information, which is your individuality, which is going to make your brand yours in a way that's organic. I'm finally able to turn people's jobs into apprenticeships and give my rural town a unique way of tourism. So the secret sauce was my personal brand and the Japan Exchange. My personal brand is a model based on 12 categories of business from the jobs I did in Japan. The Japan Exchange is to invite people to do an apprenticeships of these 12 categories while you're getting a training in Japanese business. And it's a way for people of other countries to use this training to do an apprenticeship in other Japanese companies so they may get the understanding to utilize a company's technology, right? Depending on what your needs and the right company, we're going to match with that. And this is a way for other countries to also implement the 12 categories. So we create this worldwide model places can adopt. And this is a franchise model of smart city for apprenticeship tourism. And this is what we're going to use so that we could travel as digital nomads and be productive. So there's 3 simple steps that I'm offering here, right? My 12 categories of business, my hobbies, and also, right, it's an individual's individuality, right, is your hobbies, skills, and dreams, right? And that's what I'm offering you. My hobbies, my skills, my dreams. My dream is to collaborate with you, so we're fulfilling that. But a daily schedule of times and places for us to collaborate and document to share with others. So, in this new life we're embarking on through our personal brands, right? It goes down to just like the actions you do in a day, right? We're totally designing your life, the schedule that you would love to be having. And once you know that, right, we're going to make it known so that we could utilize those daily schedule things you do, right, as actual appointments for collaboration that we turn into the value, but also turn into web content we record and then share to market. So our life just takes on this new meaning, right? And the personal branding method we're doing, right? So you're making videos of things you do in a day, you're sharing those things, and you're branching into the 12 categories so that, the content you make is win-win. It's promoting you, but it's promoting the company that you're visiting. And the reason why is that, your life is the resource. And smart contracts create new revenue streams. So this is something I want you to get acquainted with, smart contracts, because we're establishing a new type of tourism. And this is going to bring value to the place you live through our collaboration. Now, the 12 categories. So here we are. They're going to be involved in ESL, which is English learning, art, nonprofits, podcasts, university, tech recruitment, city hall, which is where your local government is, internships, travel, local businesses through your Chamber of Commerce, Makers Lab and collaboration spaces, which is like the co-working spaces, which people are popping up everywhere, which we also take advantage of and bring business to, and ultimately a franchise model. Now, your personal brand itself is a franchise, but we'll get into that more. So the why, right? When you make videos from real experiences, these things are genuine, and then our videos do the talking, and we don't have to rely on our words, right? We're not deceiving people. People can see their own eyes what we're doing, and that's what attracts people. And we take things digital, so we can do things with anyone, anywhere. And the whole functionality of it behind it is that, we really are doing things that work and, seek to make people's lives, as they already are, just more productive. People are really busy, and it's just that they're only measuring, their life on how much the money they have. But if we're able to use the information you generate, then we're able to use more of your life to turn into a resource. So the three things we can offer, right? The MVP personal brand to brand people. So I'll be branding you, and in turn, you'll know how to brand others. And customer assessment blueprint to determine a person's customers, which is what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to tell you exactly who your customers are, and you could go meet them, and you'll be able to do the same for other people. And these digital tools to create virtual tours and to collaborate with others. So, your virtual tour is going to be what is going to be, the pound of flesh you're offering, that when people see this, you're going to show people where it's like where you live, but you're going to give the basis so Japanese people can also see what you're going through, and they can offer tech in a way that, you're going to get the credit for as an affiliate marketer, right? When we put it together, we enjoy the spontaneity of life by helping people instead of time other businesses spend just trying to get customers, right? When you start your own business, that's what they don't tell you. Like, you don't actually get to help people sometimes if you're doing everything yourself. Sometimes you have to focus on these other things just to get customers, but no more with us. We just stay in the moment. And instead of trying to craft messages to describe the value we offer, we just let your actions speak for itself through the videos we take. So here's another success story, right? This is my friend Karunanidhi Kasinathan from India. And he lived in Japan. He was working for Hitachi, but returned to India and started a Japanese school. So he's trained these Indians in Japanese, and they want to work in Japan. But his model, right, he was just sending resumes from his place to cities like Tokyo and Osaka, right, which is like a place where most foreigners just know Tokyo and Osaka, right? But there's a better way, because I live in a place called Minokamo, and right now there's not really people that are trying to come to where I am. But that's why I'm creating this, is so you guys are going to come here to visit me. And even if you can't come physically, it's okay. You're visiting me digitally and virtually, and that's kind of the same thing. So his students too, right? They can come to my area, and they're getting this new type of training through their own personal brand. So they don't have to work for a company. As they are, they can just generate value. And so his students can realize their dreams as freelancers between Japan and India. So here's a question of the day. Do you want to spend the most amount of energy having the least progress, or spend the least amount of energy having the most progress, right? Rhetorical question. We know the answer. People tell me all the time, I tried so hard to make money online, or I love traveling and I ran out of money and need a job. Well, this is something we can do that's going to fix that. Now, my clients use this same exact system to create the growth they were looking for to achieve their goals. Not necessarily to just make money, right? But they wanted more out of life. So that's what we focus on. And of course, health, wealth, and relationships, money's a part of it, but other things come about as well. Now, the ways I tried to fix pain that I experienced here in Japan, right? Trying to teach English, trying to consult others, trying people's online systems, right? But obviously this system and what I'm bringing to you today is a solution of how this is fixing my pain, because I know what I'm doing is the right thing, and connecting with you. And when we get on a call, right, I'm going to consult you and you're going to see too. So now instead, right, I wake up and I just do what feels natural, right? I have my community in mind, and this feels good. Now I can improve relationships between people, right? Not just between me and you, but ultimately there's people you need to meet, and you need the right dynamic that we're introducing you to people. So, your relationships and your collaboration are what's going to be the value you use to make your life of independence possible. And this is going to be obviously giving great service in many regards. So for example, right, I can create speed meeting events to introduce people, which is what you could do. Imagine 10 people from New York, 10 people from Japan online, one-on-one conversations. And from these one-on-one conversations, you've introduced people who then can have subsequent conversations. And this improves communication, but also deepens our actual plans. I can record podcasts with local business and experts in their field. I don't know if you listen to podcasts, but obviously, right, great podcasts are awesome. And this is how we actually create them. First time you introduce people, we create amazing conversations. If we just record it, we can share those, and boom, the value goes on beyond just the moment. And we could go to college campuses to help people plan for the future and engineer opportunities they could have never found without us, because college students, they're looking for a job, jobs are looking for interns, and we play a part in this. So for example, right, you can also go to like City Hall and feature these people in your area that want to solve problems, right? You could be the one to make people known. I get to visit famous landmarks to showcase a city with the locals we promote. That can also be amazing to showcase where you live, but also great people. And we could introduce people who never met each other, but we allow them to discover each other so they can collaborate. And when we have that kind of hand in creating development of this world, we also can engineer in percentages of revenue we generate, which is the way that, our social entrepreneurship can create profits for us while yielding these great benefits. And some potential benefits as an affiliates, right? We create new models that become franchises. We engineer new products and revenue streams, and our real communication can be our marketing. I used to teach English to Japanese people, but teaching English in English conversation schools doesn't work. And trust me, the whole country is just doing that, getting mediocre results. But when we start doing what we do with Japan, we become the go-to model, and people are going to look to us to try to franchise this. And it's going to be more people for us to collaborate. Each person we collaborate on, in the moment we're collaborating and we generate what our end goal is to create eventually a profit that can be actually like recurring into the future. So after you've met 10 people, you can have these possible 10 commissions reoccurring. And of course, right, so that's what I'm saying. English teaching is a huge industry, and we're not just doing what works, but we're creating a whole new business model where the whole community can get involved. Finally, I have the right team, experience, tools, methods, and focus on personal development. We can provide the model that Japanese people can learn English, but also connect to other countries and increase tourism. I mean, the money I spent over the years on this, right? It's like I spent $2,000 on this course to start a YouTube channel, or $2,000 on a cryptocurrency, and $15,000 on my degree in international relations, and then these online offers like $200 here, $300 here. Also, right, it's like getting married, building a house, raising kids who go to a school, and all these things, they cost money, but they're what establish my presence in Japan. And you get the benefits of everything I ever did. I tried other people's methods of online business, but I needed to create my own because no one has my experience. And you're going to get a unique value you won't get anywhere else. So the secrets of my success, right, is just simply being an English conversation partner, but in Japanese work settings. And from ages 14 to now, I'm almost 42, I've had experiences like being an exchange student, English teacher for elementary, middle, high, university, career, retired ages. I was a business consultant in Tokyo. I was a travel writer traveling to places, a business owner of my own school, a radio host, right? A TV extra, member of the community, parent, husband, volunteer, tour guide, ambassador. These are all situations that, again, you get the benefit of because we have this confidence in what we're doing that we are going to definitely be doing the thing that needs to be done. So the takeaway is being online is the bridge between different countries, but also the bridge between the city and the countryside, right? We are the solution. Our decentralized exchange is for the people. I have my own system now that I can invite you into. We can collaborate and make videos so you can share and attract others. That's going to be the strategy. The time it will take, right? You'll launch your brand immediately after we speak online and record a webinar, which we'll share, and that'll get people attracted to you. So we're switching your focus to get involved locally, collaborating with your community to attract travelers to your area for apprenticeships. You're going to be an English speaker for Japanese business. This is our focus. The solution is apprenticeship tourism. We elevate people. We integrate business and school with each other. We're delegating responsibilities within the community to people according to their strengths, and then we're showcasing them online through video. We start with passion and go from there. We make video of what makes people feel good and become masters at knowing how to do that. So we need to use people's personal brands to connect to existing businesses. The final pieces of our strategy is putting attention on our passions instead of our money pains, creating a system we can offer as a method of high-ticket coaching. And what we can do is get on a call and let me lead you into collaboration. After all the things I learned until now, you'll see an easy way of moving forward that you've just never seen before. So what now? We just set up a call, okay? I'll offer you my MVP personal brand method of creating your brand, my Japan Exchange for you to join to attract people that need the value your brand can provide, and you'll make videos of those encounters. Then we will turn your passions into pleasures and weaknesses into strengths. You can use my MVP personal brand to create your own legacy business. You can take social media to new heights with positive interactions and eliminate the toxic people from your life you've outgrown and are no longer serving your development. You'll leave the call feeling glad about your current situation, knowing how you have benefited from the mistakes you have made, but at the same time, help others avoid those mistakes that you've made. This is not a sales pitch. This is a blueprint to blaze your own trail that you will lead others down. At the end of the call, I will ask you if you want to collaborate with me based on the plan I outline. You can simply answer yes or no. I only work with a few people. We stick to valuing quality over quantity. People will be engaged when we collaborate as peers and as owners of our brands and not employees. The bonus trainings I'll share with you, right? I'll send you my free ebook. I'll create a client prospect list for you. The best outcome, we promote each other's personal brand and the Japan Exchange in ways we enjoy while also earning commissions. The most important thing is you find peace knowing everything is as it should be. You find peace knowing the future is bright. You find peace discovering a light at the end of the tunnel. Stop feeling lost, alone, and frustrated. Create a plan of action for your vision with someone like me who will encourage you. Understand how to recognize the right people to collaborate with after you speak with me. Most importantly, understand how we can create an ever-flowing stream of abundance you can benefit from and share with others. But at least stop torturing yourself and the different possible realities and focus on the goal of us collaborating to digitally transform. You need to book the call with me. Here's a success story from my town. See, this is now what I can say. My town in Japan now has a special significance for your training. You can do this online and one day in person. You can also be the one to offer this training to others. You'll increase tourism to my area and to yours. We can rebrand Japan as a place to develop personal brands. We can establish a model of smart city you then establish elsewhere. And our collaboration demonstrates a new business we then promote. For success, we need to produce more than we consume. We already do this from our information, so we need to use the information we create from our collaboration. Book the call. Don't wait. The sooner the better. You need to be first. And thank you very much for listening to this presentation. And I'm so happy that I was able to give it to you. And hopefully you're going to elevate yourself and your community as an affiliate of the Japan Exchange. My name's Nathan Raymond, and I can't wait to talk to you. And this is how I'm demonstrating my personal brand. And we're part of each other's stories. So look forward to talk soon. Thank you very much. Book it. Let me do a search of the businesses in your area. We're going to create a virtual tour that we share with Japanese companies. They're going to share tech with you. And this combined will be our network that we turn you into a global affiliate marketer. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the plane. Anyway, thank you very much. Take care.